YouTube, welcome back to another Romz video, and today we got another Romz Talks that we're going to be bringing for you guys. As you guys can see in the title, we're going to talk about why you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. I repeat, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. So before we get into the video, you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff, guys. And I just want to make an announcement before I get to the video. I know you guys may be thinking, Romz, you've not uploaded for 4 or 5 days. Where the fuck have you been? You've not been uploading your Instagram. You've not really done much. I've been, you know what I'm saying? You're thinking you're ghosting us, or you're leaving us. You're leaving you. Listen, guys, I had to take a little bit of a break, man. I ain't gonna lie, because tell me why. Yeah, literally, I came back from London. I think the last video I did upload was I was at London, actually. The motivation for 2026. I think I was on the way to London. So I did the video, right? And you know, I posted it and everything was good. I was in London, met my friends, had a good time, you know, New Year's, all that. It was good. When I came back to Sheffield, honestly, I had the biggest bug. Oh my God, like I felt so sick. Like literally, I was shivering. You know, my nose was running. I swear my nose is still running now, to be fair, a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as what it was then. But honestly, yeah, I felt really bad. I felt so ill, guys. So honestly, like I literally couldn't even, was not in the headspace to even go to the gym. So I've been slacking on that as well, just because I was really ill. But I feel better now, you know what I'm saying? I feel recovered, and you know, that's why you haven't seen me for a bit. But we're back, guys. We're going to be consistent as well. We're going to be consistent on these videos as well, and I'm going to make it a little bit more I'm going to make it a little bit more not freestylish as well, because I think, I'll be honest with the Romz Talk, I do freestyle my videos a lot, and I'm going to make a lot more notes. Got my notepad this time. I made some notes on this specific topic, because this is a big one that I do want to talk about. So apologies for the lack of uploads. More videos are coming on the way, guys. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to start recording a lot more reaction videos, collabs, vlogs, all that type of shit. Just tune in for that. 2026, we're taking over. As I said, once again, Happy New Year. I know it's 7 days in, but Happy New Year. And let's just get into video. But yeah, so what do I mean, guys, about proving you don't need to prove yourself to anyone? Because obviously, as I said, common sense is not common. I mean, I mentioned in my other videos, common sense is not common. But what do I mean by this? And I'll give you guys an example. What I mean by proving yourself to someone is that, say for example, you got a goal and you've reached your goal, and it's actually a really big goal. Let's say you got a Mercedes, right? You got Mercedes. You got an Audi R8, because that's one of my dream cars. All right, you got an Audi R8, okay? You got an Audi R8. You know what I'm saying? Your life is good. You know, you drew out the, you know, you got everything you needed. You know, you drove out what the fuck do you call it? The car, bro. Okay, my mind's just gone blank, bro. But you know what I'm on about? The dealership. That's what I meant to say. The dealership. You drove out the dealership. Everything's signed, sealed, delivered. Everything's good. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the car, everything under your name, and life is good. You know. You might want to, you know, post on the socials. You might want to get on that social media bandwagon where, oh my God, you got a new car. Oh my God, all that type of shit. And that's what I mean by proving yourself to other people, is by posting it on social media and stuff like that. And I want to tell you guys that you don't need to do that shit. And that's the most unpopular opinion. I'm not gonna lie, it's an unpopular take, but it's the real take, guys. Like, you don't need to post shit. Like, you don't need to tell anyone about it. Like, as much as it's a big achievement to get that car, and I'm just using the car as an example, it could be anything that reflects on you guys or anything like that. But literally, it's something that's massive, and it's something that important, that means something to you. And I know it's very difficult to not tell people, because you want to kind of express your emotions out, and your emotion, and you know, your gas and shit. But the bigger picture is that there are some things which I'm gonna tell you guys as well, why you shouldn't actually prove yourself to anyone. Because I've been guilty of this myself. I used to, you know, want to tell people about all my shit, because I thought that was the best way of evolving. But then you realize the hard way that's not what it is. So the first point I want to say is the reason why I think, for me personally, you wouldn't want to prove yourself to others is because you want validation from other people. And that's the thing. For me, if you already want validation from other people, you've already lost. You have already lost. And you guys might be thinking, Romz, what's wrong with getting validation from other people? There's nothing wrong with having validation for other people, but there's a difference if you're looking for that validation, if you're actually seeking that validation. And what I mean by seeking that validation is you proving yourself. If they asked you, you're proving yourself to them, if they didn't ask, if that makes, if they ask you, oh, did you manage to get that car that you wanted to get, and you say yeah, that's not proving yourself because they've asked you the question. But say for example, nothing's going on, you say, oh, guess what, guy, look at this, I got this, and I'm this, I'm balling. Yeah, cool, maybe people, they might say yeah, go ahead and do good and shit. But in reality, bro, like, you got to look at yourself and thinking, are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing it for just to get other people to gas you up? Because this is a lot of people are stuck in the same boat where they don't, some goals that they do achieve, they don't do it for themselves. And the fact that you don't even have goals for yourself, for me, is blasphemy. It's absolutely blasphemy that you don't even have goals for yourself. Some people have goals that they want to validate other people, or they want to be the class clown, or they want to do this and shit. And for me, you've lost, and I don't think that's the purpose of it is. And it reflects on yourself as well. I added in on this as where it shows that you're empty inside. A real person, guys, and this doesn't matter the gender, right? A real person that knows themselves, and I picture this channel that you should know about yourself, and you should just be someone that is within yourself, that achieves your goals, and go for whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Someone that has that doesn't go on to prove themselves to anyone else. They don't do that shit. In fact, they do the opposite. They just be like, fuck everyone else's opinions. I don't even care who the hell it is. I'm going to go get my goals. And that's it. And I'm going to be happy for myself. I don't need to post on social media. I don't need to tell anyone. And, you know, let it all work out. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne says, let it all work out. You know what I mean? So that's like the biggest thing that I think a lot of people should take, that where you don't need to tell people, because it just seems that you're needy. It just seems that you're nitty. I'll be honest, it just, and I know that it doesn't, I'm being over exaggerating a little bit, but it's true though, because it's like you're begging for someone to compliment you. That the fact that you might do it without actually realizing yourself, but you might, it's just a bad look for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if someone's trying to get to know you as well, and you're already trying to prove yourself to them. It makes you put yourself down there and make the other person put themselves up in a pedestal. And you never ever, guys, I'll repeat it one more time, and this is why I used to be so guilty of this, is put other people in a pedestal. If you put other people in a pedestal, you've already lost as well, because it means that you can't think for yourself. You don't care about yourself. I'm gonna admire this other person that doesn't give a shit about them, and it's another human being that might not even have the same ambition as you, and you might be thinking they're better than you or anything like that. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first point I want to say, is that like it makes you seem that you want validation from other people, when in reality the only validation that should be coming from is yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you look empty, and it makes you just look like a weakling. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say in terms of why you should not prove yourself to other people is you won't feel emotionally satisfied as well, and you get drained. And I'll tell you why. If every single time you achieve a goal, and small or big, and you have to keep telling people why you have, and keep telling people that, oh guys, I did this, I got this. Yeah, cool, you might get that little burst of energy and that little burst of happiness and dopamine, that, yeah, people are putting you up in a pedestal, people are gonna shout you out, people say, yeah, go on Romeo, go on whoever, go on you, all that type of shit. But then in reality, it gets draining, because you know, you're constantly in that need of other people's validation, which goes to my first point. But also as well, you just get drained from it, because it's taking your emotions away to put it onto someone else. But in reality, if you actually have that mentality where you just want to keep it to yourself, you don't get emotionally drained, because you don't have to have that obligation in your mind where you got brainwashed to be thinking, oh, I need to go program myself to go tell other people or prove myself to other people that I've achieved this. And you know, you just get through that habit, and you have that good habit, then you don't have the emotional drainage. That means that you actually have more of an emotional intelligence in your head, and you're actually going to be a lot more healthy. It's as simple as that, guys. A lot of people are emotionally drained due to, you know, proving themselves to other people, doing something for everyone else, man. A lot of people pleasers, guys. A lot of people are people pleasers, and it's actually quite mad. It's absolutely quite mad. So that's what I say for the second point, guys, is that you actually will, you won't feel emotionally satisfied, and you just get drained from that as well. And just the last point, guys, I just want to make a quick 3 points, really, to be honest, of why you should not prove yourself to other people. Is people can use that shit against you. And this is the one, for me, I gotta slap that shit down. This is, for me, is the one that's the biggest one out of the list, guys. And I think if you guys have to take one thing from this, is this one. Do not prove yourself to other people, because people will use that shit against you, guys. Number one rule, guys, don't trust anyone. I repeat, do not trust anyone. I don't care who it is. It could be your family, your friends, your dog, whoever it is. I do not care. Don't trust anyone in that. Don't be too comfortable to be thinking, I'm going to tell everyone everything to this person. Bro, tell me I'm at work as well, yeah, bro. I see, listen, don't get me wrong, right? You know, people at work, they're comfortable telling some other stuff. And I'm in a corporate job. So it's quite different. So I'm in work here, and then people tell me some the personal stuff about them. And for me, I didn't ask for it, but they tell me personal stuff, and I appreciate them. Like, so some people say that, yeah, someone's in hospital, whatever it is, and obviously condolences to them. But you're telling me that but you don't know me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people might be thinking that's harsh. People might be thinking, what are you doing wrong? Like, why are you so standoffish? But you just can't trust people, because people use that shit against you. Like, if you have to constantly prove yourself to other people, someone might actually have that thing where they'll be like, yeah, deep inside them, on the outside, they might be congratulating you, go on, do your thing. But in reality, they might be clawing you behind your back, because they know the exact move. As I said, it actually exposes your next move if you have to keep proving yourself to that person. Because they could actually be backstabbers and snakes. Because a lot of snakes out there, guys, is due to, obviously, a lot of people opening up to too many people, or opening up to the wrong person, and that leads to, obviously, you know, friendships dying, and a lot more serious shit happening and shit as well. And yeah, it's actually quite mad. And I truly believe in evil eye as well, guys. I truly believe in evil eye. If you guys don't know what evil eye is, basically, it's a thing where people, it's like a spell, or I don't know if specifically the term, but it's like a thing where people perform to pray on your downfall, and shit like that, basically. So that's what it is, guys. And there's someone out there that will do that, guys. If anyone that's ambitious, if you're just a normal average person, you're not going to get that shit, because you're just like them. But if you want to be one of the people that wants to achieve your potential, wants to be above average, or wants to be that type of person, you're gonna get this shit, guys. So this is the 3 main points I want to say, is that why you should not prove yourself to anyone. And this comes from my experience as well, because this is what I've learned for myself, because I went through that stage where I wanted to prove myself to everyone, and I wanted to tell everyone about everything I did. But then once you've gone through that stage, and once you've got that realization, that mature, then you realize that, yo, okay, cool, I ain't gonna do that shit again, because these type of things as well, especially the third one, guys, it's happened to a lot of people that I know, where they get their shit used against them, and it leads to problems. It leads to many problems. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully got a little bit of value from that as well. If you do enjoy these Romz talks, guys, you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. Any other videos you want me to do, drop it down in the comments below. Also, guys, if you're not subscribed, you are new here, subscribe to the channel, do all that shit. And I'll speak to you guys in a bit, guys. More consistent videos on the way, guys. Apologies for not uploading, but we're back on it. Stay consistent. Peace.